All praises to our Creator, the first, the last, the beginning, and the ending, the olive and the tar. I just want to thank the Creator for all that you have done for bringing us through these times, bringing us through the trials by fire, and giving us the smelter's soap, cleaning us, sticking in there, keeping your promises that you made to Abraham, that you made to Sarai, that you made to our ancestors. And I just want to thank you for those things. Thank you for being a power that stick to your covenants. I love you for that. I love you for that. I love you so very much, Creator. Thank you, Heya. Thank you, Wisdom, for pouring down on us, leaving the light on, as my sister Sheila said, so we can find our way back on the path of all, the path that brings us into your presence, that will allow us to stand at the table. Thank you for doing that. We love you for that. You have went beyond and above to keep us, even when we're not right, when we was going to the left or the right of law. Before we get into this, I just wanted to thank you for all those things. And thank you for calling out to us in these last days, and giving us a way to pray, a way to talk right, a way to sing right, a way to walk right on this battlefield in this spiritual war. All praise to you, you alone. Hallelujah. And with that being said, I'm calling the daughters of Zion. This video is for all of you women out there who's seeking y'all with all your heart and all your soul and all your might. Today we're gonna go back and read what happened, how we got to this point, why is things so hard for the so-called black woman, and how we can get ourselves out of this. See, y'all left a light on. Y'all left the light on. Now it's up for us to get back on the path. Y'all has made a way. The warrior side of our Creator has made a way so we can be able to fight back. Y'all gave us the power of our mouth. And what we do with our mouth, we cry out. We cry out against our oppressors. We cry out against injustice. We cry out for liberty. We have to know this. You got to know how to talk right, sing right, and pray right on the battlefield. And women, you need to cry out. We need to know that we're fighting our oppressors. Y'all said, the master of war said that I gave you the bulls of your lips. The bulls of your lips. And then the Creator, the wisdom, said, I left you a book to read. Isaiah 34 says this. Read my book. All the prophecies in this book, will come to pass. So if you want to know the future, if you want to know how we are saved, you got to go into the prophets. and read it, women. You gotta go, you gotta open your eyes. Ask Yah to help you go down the rabbit hole. Read the book from the original language so you can call out and be saved. Okay? You're like, what are you talking about this? Yah wants me to talk to the daughters on how to break the spell of oppression of the Yah only daughters of Zion. See, we're under the spell of oppression. We're under the spell of oppression. We don't know it. Because every crafty counsel was taken against us. Why? Because they were told in the beginning that it would be the seed of the woman. It would be the seed of the woman who crushed the head of the serpent. It'll be the seed of the woman. So who did they have to hush up? They had to hush up the daughters of Zion. They had to have us to be quiet. Okay? So, you see that in the corner, it says 3:3:3. Jeremiah 33:3. Let's start there. Let's start with Jeremiah 33:3. Let's go to Amplified. See which one do I want to do. And it reads, moreover, the word of the Creator came to Jeremiah the second time, while he was still shut up in the court of the guard, saying, thus says the Creator, who made the earth, and the authority, who formed it to establish it. The Creator, Yah, hey, Yah, hey, Yah, hey, wah, hey, is the Creator's name. Call to me, and I will answer you, and show you great and mighty things, fenced in and hidden, which you do not know. Do not distinguish, recognize, or have knowledge of and understand. You do not know, that you do not distinguish, that you do not recognize, that you do not have knowledge of and understand. Y'all said, call on me. Call on me. And I will show you what to do. I will show you the things that are hidden. Okay, let's go. I want the whole thing. Let's go read. Let's go down. Start at verse 8. But you, Israel, my servant, Jacob, Jacob, who I have chosen, the offspring of Abraham, my friend, that's you who I, the authority, have taken from the ends of the earth and have called from the corners of it and said to you, you are my servant. I have chosen you and not cast you off, even though you are exiled. Fear not. There is nothing to fear. Please, sisters, the first thing, let's fall out of agreement with fear. See, the society has taught us to fear that we're alone, that we have no help, and the only way we are going to be able To be saved, if we got to go depend on some man, we got to call on the man. That's the whole premises of Christianity. We're not supposed to be worshiping at the feet of man. No man. No man at all whatsoever. Each person is responsible for their own soul. So you have to take it upon yourself to use your mouth and call out to the Creator, y'all, with your mouth to the Creator. Okay? You have to do that. You have to take responsibility for your actions and your own soul. You got to cry out to the Creator, y'all, on your own. Okay? That's the first thing. So my goal is to teach y'all how to pray. So the first thing we're going to do is says, I fall out agreement with the spirit of fear. I renounce the spirit of fear in the name of our Creator. I repent for participating with fear, knowingly and unknowingly. Hallelujah. Okay? For I am with you. Do not look around you in terror and be dismayed, for I am your power. I will strengthen and harden you to difficulties. And yes, I will help you. Yes, I will hold you up and retain you with my victorious right hand of righteousness and justice. Behold, all they who are enraged and inflame against you, you shall be put. All of those, I say it again. Behold, all they who are enraged and inflame against you shall be put to shame and confounded. They who strive against you shall be as nothing and shall perish. You shall seek those who contend with you. So you're going to be out looking for men to help you, y'all. They're not going to help you. The men ain't going to help you. In my version, it says you're going to seek men and they're not going to help you. And it says you will not find them. They who war against you, you shall be as nothing and as, wait a minute, though, they who war against you shall be as nothing and as nothing at all. Well, I am the authority, your power. Hold your right hand. I am the authority who says to you, fear not, I will help you. Fear not, you worm Jacob. And remember, I told you that Jacob is the women. You men of Israel, I will help you, says the Creator, your Redeemer, and the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make you to be a sharp threshing instrument which has teeth. So, what has teeth is our mouth. I'm going to make you what? Make you what? The Creator said, I'm going to make you to be a new sharp threshing instrument which has teeth. So y'all is going to strengthen our mouth. Y'all is showing us how to pray right, how to talk right, how to sing right on this battlefield. Remember, we are in a spiritual war. And we need to know how to walk right, talk right, sing right, and pray right on this battlefield. We need to know what to do. You need to know how to call out. You need to know how to cry out. It says, when my people cry out my name, I'll be there. When my people cry out, we'll go to the next. You shall, once y'all give the threshing instrument which has teeth, once y'all will give us a new short threshing instrument which has teeth, which is our mouth, you shall thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hill cliffs like chaff. You shall winnow them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the tempest and the whirlwind shall scatter them, and you shall rejoice in the Creator's authority. You shall glory in the Holy One of Israel. The poor and the needy are seeking water. And remember, we learned that water is the true law. When the Creator's talking about water, it's true law. When the Creator says wormwood, that's false law. That law, that's the law that kills. That's the law that sets you to death. Okay? Then it says, it says, I'm going to say it again. It says here, the poor and the needy are seeking water when there is none. Their tongues are parched with thirst. And I, the Creator, will answer them. Jeremiah 33 says, call on me, I will answer you. Now we're called on y'all. We've opened our mouth and called on y'all. Now, the Creator, y'all, will answer you. The what? The power Israel will not forsake you. Right there. Will not forsake you. You will not get forsaken. Okay? Then the Creator y'all says, I will open rivers on the bare heights and the fountains in the midst of the valleys. I will make the wilderness a pool of water and the dry land springs of water. I will plant in the wilderness the cedar, the acacia, the myrtle, the wild olive. I will set the cypress in the desert, a plane tree and the pine tree together, that men may see and know and consider and understand together that the hand of the Creator Yah has the one that done this. So Yah, the people are going to look at us, daughters of Zion, Jacob, and they going to know that is the Holy One of Israel who created this. You idols made by men's hands, prove your divinity. Produce your cause. Set forth your case, says the Creator. Bring forth your strong proof, says the King of Jacob. And remember, the women are the women. When they're talking about Jacob, that's the women. Let them bring them forth and tell us what is happening. Let them tell us the former things, what they are, that we may consider them and know the outcome and declare to us the things. Tell us the things that are to come hereafter, that we may know that you are gods, that you are powers. Yes, do good or do evil, something or other, that we may stare in astonishment and be dismayed as we behold the miracle together. Behold, you idols are nothing, and your work is nothing. The worship who you choose, the worshiper who chooses you is an abomination. Let me read that again. The worshiper who chooses you is an abomination, extremely disgusting and shameful, vile in the sight of the Creator Yah. I have raised up and impelled to action one from the north, and he comes, and from the rising of the sun he calls upon my name and recognizes his victory, and have been granted that have been granted to me. Now look, Yah says what? I will answer you. I will answer you. It'll be me who doing the answer. Okay? Yah tells them to come over here and show me. Because remember in Isaiah 45, Yah says, I'm the one that can tell the beginning to the end. It's me. Nobody else can do this. I'm sorry, this is Isaiah 44. It is me who tells the beginning from the end. It's me who do that. They can't do that. So I'm going to show you a sequence of Yah talking about call out. Where does it say we got to call out to a man? Where does it say that? It does not say that. We need to call on the Creator Yah, the master of war. We got to call on Creator. Yah's telling me today, the daughters, to help y'all pray. Let's go down to 16. Let's go to 12. But you, O authority, are enthroned forever, ruling eternally as sovereign. And the fame and the glory of your name endures to all generations. You arise and have compassion on Zion, for it is time to be gracious and show favor to her. To Zion, to her. Yes, yes, the appointed time. Yes, the appointed time. The moment designated has come. For your servants, now we just got through reading over here in Isaiah chapter 41, that Jacob, you are my servant. You are the one that I chose. Oh, warmer Jacob, it is you that I chose. You're going to look for men. You're going to look through all these things, and you're not going to find them. You're not going to find them. You're not going to find them. But it'll be Yah. It'll be the creator. It'll be the master of war that will strengthen you. It'll be the creator that strengthen you. You'll see where I'm going here. And you will arise and have compassion on Zion, for it is time to be gracious and show favor to her. Yes, the appointed time, the moment designated has come. For your servant find melancholy pleasure in the stone of her ruins, and feel pity for her dust. So the nations will fear the name of the Creator Yah, and all the kings of the earth will recognize your glory, Creator Yah. For the authority has built up Zion. Our authority has built up Zion. Hey, Hey, has appeared in all of glory and praise. He has regarded the prayers of the destitute and has not despised their prayers. Let this be recorded for the generations to come, that a people yet to be created will praise the Creator Yah. For the Creator, hey, look down from the glory of the holy heights of the Creator's sanctuary. From heaven, the Creator gazed on the earth. Hey, y'all, listens, y'all. Gaze down and listens to hear the sighing of the prisoners, to set free those who were doomed for death, so that the people may declare the name of the Creator Yah, our authority in Zion, and the Creator praise in Jerusalem. And when the people are gathered together in the kingdoms to serve the Creator, He has exhausted my strength, humbling me with sorrow. In the way, the Creator has shortened my days. So, Yah's gonna hear us, but you gotta cry out to the Creator Yah. And this book is written. This book is written. Let this be recorded. Let this be recorded for the generation to come, that a people yet to be created, for that last generation, will praise the Creator Yah and Yah alone. Okay? So, but you gotta call out. We just read over in Isaiah 41. And you were like, no, Tess. Our men are here to help us. Our men gonna help us. Nope. It's gonna be very few. Gonna be very few. And majority of the men have an agenda. But majority of men are working to make money. Majority of men don't care about the daughters of Zion. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 1. Rebellion of the Creator's people. The vision of the prophet Isaiah, the son of Amos, concerning the kingdom of Judah and its capital, Jerusalem, which the Creator saw, has revealed by the Creator during the reign of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah. Hear, O heavens, and listen, O earth. So when you hear and listen, there's something you got to do, y'all. For the Creator Yah has spoken. I have reared, and brought up sons, but they have rebelled against me and have broken away. The ox instinctively knows its owner, and the donkey its master, feeding trough. But Israel does not know me as the power and authority. My people do not understand. I, sinful nation, a people loaded down with wickedness, with sin, with injustice, with wrongdoing. I need to remember this part right here. With sin, with injustice, with wrongdoing. This is very important. The offsprings of evildoers, the sons who behave corruptly. Now remember this part right here as well. Remember this part right here. Remember who did it. Remember, the ox instinctively knows its owner, and the donkey its master's feeding trough. But Israel does not know me as the power, the authority, the first, the last, the beginning, and the end. My people do not understand. Sinful nation, a people loaded down with wickedness, with sin, with injustice, with wrongdoing. They the offspring of evildoers. Remember the Canaanite Judites? The Canaanite Judites? I was telling you who they are. They the offsprings of evildoer, y'all. It says they have abandoned and rejected the Creator Yah. They have despised the Holy One of Israel, provoking the Creator to anger. They have turned away from Yah's authority. Why should you be stricken and punished again, since no change results from it? He's like, you ain't changing. I done strict you. I done punished you. There's not been a change. You only continue to rebel. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart is faint and sick. From the soles of the foot and even to the head, there is nothing healthy in the nation's body, only bruises, welts, and raw wounds, not pressed out or bandaged, nor softened with oil, as a remedy. Your land lies desolate because of your disobedience. Your cities are burned with fire. Your fields, strangers are devouring them in your very presence. It is desolate as overthrown by strangers. The daughters of Zion is left like a deserted shelter in the vineyard, like a watchman's hut in the cucumber field, like a besieged city, isolated, surrounded by devastations. Who left? The daughters of Zion. I'm going to show you how they tried to make it seem like Jerusalem. No, this was the women themselves. I'm going to show it to you. Remember this part right here. Remember this up here. Remember that right there. And remember this right here. Right there. Remember all this? I'm finna show you. I'm finna show you something. Now this is in Isaiah. Let's go on over. I'm finna show you something right here. They left. The daughter of Zion is left like a deserted shelter in a vineyard. My book says the daughters of Zion are left like an open booth. Let me read it real quick. Let me put my glasses on. Let me read it in this other book. See, I like to go over and read all the different translations and translate it up myself. 6 in my version, Isaiah 1. This is the Stone edition tonight. From the sole of the foot to the head, nothing in him is whole, only injury, bruises, and festering wound. They have not been treated, and they have not been bandaged, and the wound has not been softened with oil. Your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire. As for your land, strangers consumed its yield in your presence. It says in our presence. So they on our land, right? They don't want you to know we on our own land, right? Strangers. It says here, strangers consume its yield in your presence. It is as a desolate as if overturned by foreigners. The daughters of Zion is left like a booth. And it doesn't have nothing about Israel in this book. It says the daughters of Zion is left like a booth in a vineyard, like a lodging hut in the field of the gourds, like a city besieged. The daughters of Zion are left. That's what it says in my book. That's what it says in my book. Right here. That's what it says right there. Right there. The daughters of Zion is left like a booth in a vineyard, like a lodging hut in a field of gourds, like a city besieged. So they left us. And it says, the vision, Isaiah or Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. You're like, wait a minute. What do you mean, Judah and Jerusalem? Listen, before we go on to that, let me show you something about the women. Let's go to Exodus 19, which I've showed y'all this before, but maybe if you knew my channel, you'll see why I keep saying the women of Jacob. The women of Jacob. The women of Jacob. Let me show you this. This is something they don't want you to know. That's why they don't want you reading this book. So see right here. See right here. It says here, Moses ascended to the Creator, and the Creator Yah called to him from the mountain, saying, so shall you say to the house of Jacob, and relate to the children of Israel. So you see that right there, right? See where that actress is? In this book, it'll tell you where they left something out. See, this is the Hebrew over here. It'll tell you over here, they left something out right there. They left something out, and then they'll go to the bottom. It'll tell you what is left out. There's what is written on this side. That should be here, but it's not. So before I go and read this part, let me go to Exodus chapter 19 and show you in the other books. I just got to show you something to prove y'all something. And Moses went up to the Creator Yah on the mountain. And the Creator called to him from the mountain, saying, say to the house of Jacob and tell the Israelites. Ain't that different? Let's go. It says here, so shall you say to the house of Jacob and relate to the children of Israel. Let's go look up the word relate. I came up just in time, y'all. It's about to rain. Translation versus uses paleo. He reveals the hidden picture based. Okay, hold on. Sometimes you got to do it like this. And it says here, and so shall you say. And meanings. Y'all, this is gonna be a long video. Go ahead and relax yourself. This is not gonna be short. This is gonna be several hours long. There's a lot of information I gotta get out here. Paleo Hebrew, the words are rooted in pictographs that convey concrete, physical actions rather than abstract concepts. The core difference in the meaning between relate and say lies in the distinction between the binding connection and the producing a sound. To relate, root, kashar, in the biblical Hebrew, relating to someone, something often stems from the word of kashar, meaning to bind, to tie, ally. Yada, to know, deeply intimate. A picture of the back of the head, the sun of the horizon, is represented behind and gathering the cycles. The teeth, it represents chewing, consuming, pressure teeth, which grind and break things apart together. A person's head, it represents the head, a person of or highest first. The meaning, the ancient picture implies gathering together and established connection. Relating, therefore, is an active tying together of two heads, thoughts, and lives. To say, amar, saying, speaking, uttering a word is rooted in Paleo Hebrew, the verb amar. Aleph, Aleph, an ox head is represents strength, a leader, the first. Mean, water, it represents waves, chaos, many, as in the multitude of people. Resh, a head, it represents a person or head, meaning the ancient picture roughly translates to the strength of the chaos flow water and the person's head. It is about bringing order out of chaos through the expression of a person's thoughts. A different meaning. It is functional act. It is the mere act of verbalizing, issuing sounds, and making statements. It's a relation act. It goes beyond mere speaking. It's established an active binding and intimate connection between two parties. So, the difference is, let's go over here and now let's go show you this. So there was two different words used here. So you see that actress right there. So I go over here, 19, go to verse 3. 19 verse 3, what does it say right here? The word, the Paleo Hebrew word right here, implies a mild form of speech. When Moses spoke to the house of Jacob, which refers to who? Which refers to who? The women, the malachas, was to express the commandments in a manner suited to their compassion, maternal nature. The word right here is related, implies firmness. Be firm with them. For when Moses spoke to the children of Israel, which refers to the men, he was to teach the commandments in a firm manner. So when it's the house of Jacob, that's the women. When it's the children of Israel, when it's the Israelites, as it said in the other book, that's the men. That's where I got this from. Because remember, it tells you over here what is left out over here. You see what I'm saying? Tells you over here what's left out over here. And even over here, y'all don't use this book so much it's falling apart. It shows you right here that sorry. Shows you over here. Where is it at? Where where is it? Oh, I was looking right at it. So it's right here. It shows you right here that Yah went to the whole world. The Creator Yah offered the Torah to the other nations, but they refused it. Esau offsprings would not tolerate the laws prohibiting murder. Ishmael could not live with the laws banning thievery. Lots would not accept the ban on adultery. Now it was Israel's turn. So it tells you right after here that Yah went to the house of Jacob first, to the women first, then went to the men, and the women are at the house of Jacob. Let me see if y'all can see that clear. Get it closer to the light. See right there? Women, mulattoes. So this is where I'm getting this from. So when you see that, this is why I'm telling you this. The women is the house of Jacob. So when they talk to the women by themselves, Moses talked to the women by themselves and talked to the men by themselves. Okay? So that's just a reference. I need y'all to understand and understand why I say certain things. So I'm not coming up off my butt with this stuff. I'm telling you. So where are you getting that test? Where are you getting that test? So let's go. To the next thing. Now, we need to understand and understand. We went over here. Come on, thing. Let's go back to Isaiah 1. I just want to bring this back up. I'm going to take my time, y'all. I am not rushing this. I'm not in a hurry. It's going to take a minute. But over here, Isaiah 1, remember, they rebelled. They rebelled against this. It's over here, Isaiah is saying that Judah was, and its capital, Jerusalem. You're like, wait a minute. So Judah had the capital, Jerusalem, yes. Was Judah given the capital of Jerusalem? No, Judah was not given the capital, Jerusalem. Let me show you something. Now let's go to Micah. Now we're going to read Micah. The destruction in Israel and Judah. Now, who were the exact same people we just got through talking about over there in Jeremiah? Jonathan, Ahaz, Hezekiah, and the king, Judah. The word of the Creator Yah came to Micah. Now, Isaiah got the same information that Micah got. Let's break down why Yah told Isaiah that the daughters of Zion has been left as an open booth. And they try to tell you, no, they're talking about the city of Jerusalem. No, it's the women themselves. Let me show you. The word of the Creator Yah came to Micah of Morshadeth in the days of Jotham. So this is at the same time, y'all. Let me show it to you again, right here. Right there. Now let's go back over here. All this stuff is happening at the same time. They got y'all thinking this stuff is happening at different times. Who is this? Doing who? The exact same time. Same people. Precepts do what? Bring joy to the heart. And let's go back to Micah. Same people now. Let me show you. Let me show you what had to happen. Y'all had to save us from our own people. Let me show you. Daughters of Zion, you need to know how to walk right, talk right, sing right, and pray right. Y'all better know who your enemies is. I'm going to read all of this to you. Let's go. And then the words of the Creator that came to Micah of Moresheth in the days of Jotham after Ahaz, Hezekiah, king of Judah, which he saw through divine revelation concerning Samaria and Jerusalem. Hear, O people, all of you, listen closely, O earth, and all this is in it. And let the Creator Yah, our power, be witness, give a testimony of the judgment against you. And the Creator from the Creator's holy temple in the heavens. For behold, the Creator is coming down from the Creator's place. Hey, H-E-Y, shall come down and tread in judgment on the high places of the earth. The mountains shall melt under the Creator, and the wall and the valley shall be split, like wax before the fire, like the waters pouring down a steep place. And all this is because of the rebellion and the apostasy of Jacob. And for the sins of the house of Israel, who the northern kingdom. What is the rebellion and apostasy of Jacob? Is it not the abandonment of the Creator Yah in order to worship the idols of Samaria? What are the high places of idolatry in Judah, the southern kingdom? Are they not Jerusalem, the capital, the center of corruption? So, Judah is in the center of corruption. Judah isn't, let me read this in my book. Because see, y'all always focusing on the northern kingdom. But see, this is after, y'all. This is after. Let's go to Micah in my book. And I'll just be sitting here hearing these versions for y'all. Like I said, I'm going to take my time. And it reads, all this because of the sin of Jacob, because of the transgression of the house of Israel, who caused the sins of Jacob. Was it not Samaria? Who caused the sins of Jacob? Was it not Samaria? I'm going to say it again. Who caused the sin of Jacob? Don't you see that the house of Israel and the house of Jacob is two different people? Who caused the sins of Jacob? Was it not the house of Samaria? See, in this book, it don't tell you that. It says, what is the rebellion and the apostasy of Jacob? In my book, it said, who caused the sins of Jacob? Was it not Samaria? Samaria into a mound in the field, a place to plant vineyards. I will roll away its stones in the valley and lay bare its foundations. Let me go back up here. It says, for behold, the Creator Yah is going forth from the Creator's place. The hay will descend and trample the heights of the land. The mountains will melt away under the Creator, and the valleys shall split open like wax before the fire, like the water flowing down a slope. All this is because of the sin of Jacob, because of the transgression of the house of Israel. Who caused the sin of Jacob? Was it not Samaria? You see, they tried to blame this. They tried to blame this on the women. It was the house of Israel, the man. See how they changed it over here? Who caused the sin of Jacob? Who was it not? Samaria? Who caused the high places of Judah? Was it not Jerusalem? I will make Samaria into a mount of the field, a place to plant vineyards. I will roll away its stones to the valley and lay bare the foundation. See, that reads totally different. That reads totally different. It says the rulers of Samaria and Jerusalem was responsible for the proliferation of idolatry in the northern kingdom. Do you hear that? Ain't that what that said? Ain't that what that said over in the book of Baruch? That it was the rulers who caused the problem in the northern kingdom. Ain't that what it says in the book of Baruch? See, it don't say that in your book. It don't say that in your book. But it is in mine. It's in mine. It was the rulers who did it. Now, are they not Jerusalem, the capital and the center, of corruption? Therefore I, the Creator, shall make Samaria a heap of ruins, and the stones and of the stones and the arable land in an open country, a place for planting vineyards. I will pour her stones down into the ravine and lay bare her foundation. All her idols shall be broken into pieces. All her ear earnings from her idolatry shall be burned with fire. And all her images I shall make desolate. For from the earnings of a prostitute she collected them, and to the earnings of a prostitute they shall return. Because of this, I, Micah, must lament, mourn over with expressions of grief and wail. I must go barefoot and naked without outer garments, as if robbed. I must wail like the jackals and lament with a loud mournful cry like the ostrich. For Samaria's wound is incurable, for it has come to Judah. The enemy has reached the gates of my people, even to Jerusalem. Announce it not in Gath, in Philistia. Weep not all at all, and in this way betray your grief to the Gentiles. This is like, don't go tell the Gentiles about it to get you some help. In Beth La, the house of dust, roll in the dust among her own people. Go on your way into exile, stripped of beauty, disarmed, inhabitants of Sapphire, the beautiful, in shameful nakedness, the inhabitants of Zanan. Go out. Does not go out of the house. The wailing of Azel, the house of removal. Take away from you its support. For the inhabitants of Morath, bitterness, writhes and pain, as it loses and waits anxiety for the good, because a catastrophe has come down from the Creator to the gate of Jerusalem. Harness the chariots to the teams of the horses to escape the invasion, O inhabitants of Lachish. She was the beginning of sin, To the daughters of Zion, because in you were found the rebellious acts of Israel. Therefore, you will give parting gifts on behalf of the Moraseth Gad, Micah's home. The house of Achab, the place of deceit, will become a deception to the kings of Israel. Moreover, I will bring on you the one who takes possession, O inhabitants of Marsha, prominent place. The glory, the nobility of Israel will enter Adullam's. They will do what? They will seek refuge. Make yourself bald in mourning. Shave off your hair. For the children of your delight remain as bald as the eagle. For your children will be taken from you in exile. Now, what is shaving off your hair reference to? Those are the Nazarite priests. When you set yourself as a Nazarite priest, what? You do not cut your hair. You do not cut your hair. So they tell them to shave it off. And they tell them this over here too. They tell them over here. Let's go. Same thing. They tell you the same thing over here in Jeremiah 8. No, Jeremiah 7. To cut your hair. Y'all, this is going to be a long one. Get ready. Go up to 22. Start here. Thus says the Creator Yah, the authority of the host, the power of Israel. Add your burnt offerings to your sacrifice, and eat the meat. For in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt, I did not speak to your speak to your forefathers or commanded them concerning burnt offerings or sacrifices. He says, I did not speak to them. But this thing I did command them. Listen. Remember, we learned that listen is an action word. Listen to and obey my voice, and I will be your power, and you shall be my people. And you will walk in all the ways which I command you, so that it may be well with you. But they did not obey me, or bend their ears to hear me, but followed the counsel of the stubbornness of their own evil hearts and minds. And they turned and went backwards instead of forward, since the day that your fathers came out of the land of Egypt until this day. And so if you go and read the Dead Sea Scrolls, you will find out that after the death of Eleazar and Joshua, they stopped reading the true 10 commandments and the writings that was given to Moshe. It says that after Eleazar and Joshua passed away and died, they went and they no longer read the true laws. If you want to go look it up, is the Essene, the Essene commandments of Moses. Since that day your fathers came out of the land of Egypt until this day, I have persistently sent you all my servants, the prophets, sending them daily, early and late. Yet they did not listen to me or obey me or bend their ears to hear me, but they stiffened their neck. They did more evil and behaved worse than their fathers. You shall speak all these words to them, but they will not listen to you. So I didn't understand why y'all had me doing the lives, teaching the classes. And then after I studied for long enough, I realized I was not there to help hardly anybody. The lessons that I'm going is just to help the ones that seeking y'all with all their heart and all their soul and all their mouth, and they're crying out to y'all already. You already crying out to y'all. Y'all called you and you already crying out. I ain't here to wake nobody up. You know what I'm here? to make sure that a righteous judgment is given. Why? Because it says in Psalms 19 that all the judgments of the Creator Yah is righteous. It says in Deuteronomy 19 that a man cannot be found guilty of iniquity without two to three witnesses of our own people, of them falling and doing sins. You have to have 2 to 3 witnesses of our own people, not the other nations, not them half-breeds, not them Moabites, not them Ammonites, not them Canaanites. They have to be full-blooded Jacob and Israel. They have to be from the house of Jacob, and they have to be from the house of Israel. And the words have to pour from their mouth, saying, "Thus says the Creator Yah." Yah will send him. Whether it's woman or man, Yah will send a woman or a man to you. A Messiah, aka anointed with Yah's word. That's all a Messiah is. It's somebody anointed with Yah's word. That could be me, a woman, or a man. They could be somebody from the past, David. They can be Sarai. They can be Deborah. They can be Huldah. They can be Ezekiel. They can be any of them. They're anointed with the words of Yah. That's Elijah. They have to be anointed. He says here, 27, "You shall speak all these words to them, but they will not listen to you. And you shall also call to them, but they will not answer you. You shall say to them, this is the nation that did not obey the voice of the Creator, their power, or accept correction, a warning, a truth, or faithfulness, have perished and have completely vanished from their mouth." Then he says here, "Cut off your hair, your crown, O Jerusalem, and throw it away." Y'all, this is all happening at the same time. Jeremiah came to them. Micah came to them. Isaiah came. Y'all, this is all happening in line. This ain't happening at 3 different times in different spaces. This is all happening at the same time. It says, "Cut off your hair, your crown, O Jerusalem, and throw it away. Take up a mournful cry, O barren heights, for the Creator has rejected and abandoned the generation of his wrath. For the children of Judah have done evil in my sight, says the Creator Yah. They have set their disgusting and shameful, vile things in the house which is called by my name, to defile it. They have built the high places of Topheth, which is in the valley of Ben-Hannon, son of Hinnon, to burn their sons and their daughters in the fire, to honor Moloch, the fire God, which I did not command them, nor did it even come to my heart, to my mind." So your heart and your mind is the same thing. It didn't even come into my heart, into my mind. It didn't even cross Yah's mind. In my book, it says it didn't even cross my mind. It didn't even come up as a thought. Yah didn't even ponder it. Now, this is all happening at the same time. Who doing this? Who doing all this? And let's go back to Michael. Woe to the oppressors. Woe, judgment is coming to those who devise wickedness and plot evil on their beds. When morning comes, they practice evil because it is in the power of their hands. Y'all didn't put it in there. Y'all didn't give that to them. They coveted fields and seized them and houses and take them away. They oppress and rob a man in his house and a man and his inheritance. Woo! Where else does this say that at? Where else does this say that at? Let's go to Second Chronicles. Now this is all happening at the same time. So Chronicles, the book of Judges, all this stuff is happening at the same time. Don't think this is spread out years. This is all happening at the same time. This is about 200 years after the death of Eleazar. You know, there's over there in the book of Maccabees. Same people. Let's go. Finna show y'all this is all happening at the same time. Let's go. Let's go down. And now the spirit of the Creator Yah came to Azariah. Oh, the same dude that we just got to talking about over here in Micah. Let's go back over here to Micah. Micah 1. To who? Where is it at? Hezekiah. Where is it at? Oh, crap. I'm sorry. No, that's Hezekiah, not Azariah. Sorry, y'all. Let's go back over to Second Chronicles. Chickasaw. Second Chronicles 15. Now, the spirit of the Creator came unto Azariah, the son of Oded, and he went out to meet Azariah. There it is. I'm sorry. Isaiah. There's the same person. Not Azariah. Isaiah, the same one we was looking. This is the person I'm looking for right there. Now, that's the same person. Second Chronicles. Let's go back. I'm sorry. I picked the wrong name. Sorry. Who is this? I said, where is he at? I just saw it. Oh, just keep going, Tess. Let me show you. Now I got to go back to Micah to show you what I was about to show you. Micah 2. Let's go back to Micah 2 because I done went on off to the left and I need to stay on track. So they covered the fields and seized them and the house and the houses and take them away. They oppressed and robbed a man in his house and a man and his inheritance. Now, we're not supposed to move the bound of the land. Oh, I know. You're not supposed to do this. Laws of the landmark testament. You should not move your neighbor's boundary mark, which the forefathers who first divided the territory have set in the land which you will inherit, in the land which the Creator Yah, your power is giving you to possess. A single witness shall not appear in a trial against a man for any wrong or any sin which he has committed. Only on the testimony and evidence of 2 to 3 witnesses shall a charge be confirmed. You shall not move your neighbor's boundary mark, which the forefathers who first divided the territory have set in the land, which you will inherit, in the land which the Creator Yah, your power, is giving you to possess. You shall not do what? The inheritance. That person's inheritance, you should not remove it. Now let's go back. I'm trying to help y'all see what's going on here. Now let's go back to Second Chronicles 15. Let's go. Now, the spirit of the Creator Yah came to Azariah, the son of Oded, and he went out to meet Asa and said to him, "Hear me, Asa, and all Judah and Benjamin. The Creator is with you while you are with him." Now, he's not saying that I'm with you on what you just did. When you with me, I'm with you. If you seek the Creator and require for and of him, and as your soul's first necessity, the Creator Yah will let you find them. But if you abandon and turn away from the Creator Yah would abandon and turn away from you. Now, for a long time, Israel was without a true power, and without a teaching priest, and without the Creator's laws. In my book, they was without the Torah. In my book, it says they didn't have the Torah. Now we know because of the Dead Sea Scrolls that they didn't have the Torah. Where? Why? Because they stopped reading it after the death of Eleazar. I'm trying to put all this together. I told y'all this is gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one. It says here in mine, many days passed before Israel without a true power, and without a Kohen to teach, and without Torah. But they returned to the Creator Yah, the God of Israel. So Israel returned when they were in trouble. It says here, but when they were in trouble and in distress, they returned. Who is Israel? The northern kingdom. They turned to the Creator Yah, the power of Israel, in desperation and earnestly sought him, and the Creator Yah let them find him. Oh, so those people who keep teaching that the northern kingdom did never practice the laws and statutes and commandments, the Essene book of Moses, they did. And in those times, there was no peace for him who went out and for whom came in, for great suffering came to all the inhabitants of the land. Nations were crushed by nations. This is Israelites doing this to each other, and city by city. For the Creator Yah troubled them with every kind of distress. But as for you, be strong and do not lose courage, for there is reward for your work. Asa reforms. And when Asa heard these words, the prophecy of Azariah, the son of Oded, the prophet, and he took courage and removed the repulsive idols from the lands of Judah and Benjamin, and from the cities which he had captured in the country of Ephraim. So Judah and Benjamin, they had went in and did what? They took the land of Ephraim. They took the land of Ephraim. They took the land of Ephraim. So Ephraim, the Ephraimites that were left over, were living amongst Judah and Benjamin, because they went over there and took their land. Now, I just read over you there that they ain't supposed to be doing this. So now let's go back to Micah 2. Now, woe, judgment is coming to those who devise wickedness, a plot evil on their beds. When morning comes, they practice evil, because it is in the power of their hands. They do it because it is in the powers of their hands. Y'all didn't tell them to do this now. They coveted fields and seized them, and houses, and take them away. They oppressed and robbed a man and his house, and a man and his inheritance. Therefore, thus says the Creator Yah, behold, I am planning against this family a disaster, exile, like a noose, and it is a curse to be hung on a tree with a rope, from which you cannot remove from your neck, nor will you be able to walk haughtily and erect. For it will be an evil time of subjugation to the invaders. Ooh, so they invaded somebody else's land, and y'all said, I'm finna get y'all. Now, what did I just show you? Who took somebody's land? Who stole Ephraim's land? Judah and Benjamin stole Ephraim's land. Let's keep going. Therefore, thus says the Creator, below, I am planning against this family a disaster, exile, like a noose from which you cannot remove your neck, nor will you be able to walk haughtily and erect. For it will be an evil time of subjugation to the invaders. On that day, they shall take up a taunting, deriding parable against you, and wail with a doleful and bitter song of mourning, and say, we are completely destroyed. The Creator Yah exchanges the inheritance of my people. How? The Creator, hey, has removed it from me. Ooh, y'all done took the inheritance. The Creator Yah divides our fields to the rebellious, our captors. Therefore, you will have no one stretching a measuring line, dividing the common land. For you by lot in the assembly of the Creator. Don't speak out, so they don't speak out. But if they do not speak out concerning these things, reproaches will not turn back. Now, we got to do what? It says it right here. If you do not speak out concerning these things, we got to do what? Now, what did I start this with? We got to do what? We got to do what? We got to cry out. If you don't cry out, if you don't speak out against these things, reproaches will not turn back. It will not be turned back. Right here, y'all. Let's highlight it. Do not speak out, so they speak out. But if they do not speak out concerning these things, let me go to mine and read it. Reproach will not be turned back. Do y'all understand and understand what that says? The spiritual war. They told us not to speak out. They told us not to cry out. They told us to be quiet and wait on a man. They done tied your tongue. They done tied your tongue. Stopped you. Stopped you. Daughters of Zion. They done stopped you. Let's go. In my book, it doesn't say. In my book, it says here. And therefore, there shall not be one for you who cast lots. The surveyor's line for the lot in the congregation of the Creator Yah. For it says right here, for you by lot in the assembly of the Creator Yah. It says here, therefore, there shall not be for you one who casts the surveyor's line for lots in the congregation of the Creator Yah. Let's read. My book says, don't preach, but they preach. They shall not preach to these people, so that shame shall overtake them. Should this be said by the house of Jacob? Woo! So who's supposed to speak out? It says, but if they do not speak out concerning these things, reproach would not be turned back. It is being said, O house of Jacob. Who got to preach, O house of Jacob? Who got to call out, O house of Jacob? It says, who got to preach? Who got to cry? It says, they tell you, don't preach. They tell you, don't preach. It says, don't speak out. Ain't that what they tell us to do? Ain't that? Y'all. I pray this don't go over your head. Y'all, I'm over here clapping. You know how we be clapping. I pray this don't go over your head. They teach teach us to don't preach. They teach us to don't speak out. Let me go over here. Let me show you in my book. It says right here. They tell you right here, don't preach. Hold on. It says, they tell us, don't preach. They preach. It says, they shall not preach to these people so that shame shall not overtake them. Should this be said by the house of Jacob? Ooh, didn't I tell you? Who the house of Jacob? Who the house of Jacob? Ooh. The Creator Yah has become short-spirited. Has the Creator Yah become short-spirited? Are these the Creator Yah's deeds? Behold, my ways are benevolent with the one who walks in uprightness. Yesterday, my people arose as an enemy to its fellows. For the sake of a garment, a mantle, you did what? You stripped them, making innocent passerbyers fugitives of the war. You evicted each of the women of my people from the home of her delight. From her young children, you have removed my glory forever. So the house of Jacob, they said, don't preach. They preach. They said, don't preach. They preach. The men preach. Don't preach. They preach. I'm going to say it again. The men preach. Don't preach. They preach. And then it says, they shall not preach to these people, so that shame shall not overtake them. They shall not preach to these people. Are y'all reading this? So that shame shall not overtake them. Should this be said by the house of Jacob? That's a question, y'all. You see the question mark right there? Has the Creator Yah come short-spirited? So you saying Yah is wicked towards us? You know what short-spirited means? Come on, let's go look up what short-spirited means. Let's go look up what short-spirited means. It says being short-spirited usually describes someone who is easily irritated, like impatient, is short-tempered. It highlights a person with a low threshold for frustration who tends to react quickly or defensively. While there is no short temper, low emotional endurance, defensive. So y'all is saying, am I short-spirited? Have I become frustrated with you to tell you to don't preach? He says, don't preach, they preach. He says, don't preach, they preach. He says, they shall not preach to these people, so that shame shall not overtake them. Woo! So should this be said by the house of Jacob? Are y'all reading what I'm reading? Has the Creator become short-spirited? Let's go back. I told you this is going to be a minute. If you see what y'all showed me. Calamity. Go back. Woe to the people, defraud people from their home. Let's read this. Woe to the... Oh, that's the international. Oh, let's read the international to see what it says. Woe to those who plan iniquity, to those who plot evil on their beds. At morning lights they carry it out. because it is in their power to do it. They covet fields and seize them, and the houses, and they take them. They defraud people their homes. They rob them from their inheritance. Therefore, thus says the Creator Yah, I am planning disaster against these people, from which you cannot save yourselves. You will no longer walk proudly, for it will be a time of calamity. In the day the people will ridicule you. They will taunt you with with mournful song. We utterly ruined. My people's possession is divided up. The Creator takes it from me. The Creator assigns our fields to traitors. Therefore, you will have no one in the assembly of the Creator Yah to divide the land by lot. Do not prophesy. Their prophets say they do not prophesy about this thing. Disgrace will overtake us. What it says, their prophets say, do not prophesy. You descendants of Jacob. Woo! I like that part right there better. Mine says, do not preach. They preach. This says, do not prophesy. Their prophets say. Woo! Woo! Come on, let's go to the amplified version. Let's go back to the amplified version. Come on. Ooh, now y'all did that on purpose. Because I forgot to put amplified in there. Their prophets say, so y'all can let you know that that's their prophet saying that. Their prophets is telling us not to preach. Their prophets is telling the daughters of Zion not to teach. That ain't y'all. Y'all didn't say that. Come on. Do not speak out. They say, speak out. But if they do not speak out concerning these things, reproaches will not be turned back. Is it being said, O house of Jacob? Remember, I told you who the house of Jacob is. Who the house of Jacob is? Who the house of Jacob is? Is the spirit of the Creator Yah impatient? Who the house of Jacob is? Who did I show you who the house of Jacob is? Let's go back. Let's go back. Who the house of Jacob? Let me see, can I pull this up on my phone? Internet Archive. I told you we're going to take our time today. Fat fingers. I don't want to pull that book up. Let me go over here. Let's take our time. I don't know why I won't. See, Internet Archive. I don't know why I didn't put it up. But anyway, let's go to Exodus. By definition, prophets are people who had refined their minds and conducted sufficiently to deserve that the Creator Spirit could rest on them. What is a prophet? A person who has did what? Refined their minds. They have did what? Refined their minds. That is a prophet who refines their mind. Y'all need to refine your mind. Okay. Now let's go. It's a person who's refined their mind. All you got to do is refine your mind. Empty out yourself of the ways of this world and fill yourself with Yah's walk, Yah's talk. Yah said, I renounce the ways of this world. I fall out of agreement with the ways of this world. I repent for participating with the ways of this world, unknowing and learning. Please, Yah, empty me out of these things and fill me with your walk, fill me with your talk, fill me with your Ruach HaKodesh, fill me with your ways. Get me back on your path. Hallelujah. That's how we pray. This sister right here pray this every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Oh, we're at Genesis. I need to go to Exodus. Okay, people. I'm sorry. It took me a minute. My alarm went off for me to take my insulin, so I had to go do that and eat something real quick. So, now I'm back. Now, when they're talking about the house of Jacob, first, let's see this. Children are punished only if they adopt and carry on the sinful legacies of their parents, or if it was in their power to protest. But they acquiesced to the lifestyle that was shown to them. So you see right there. So we're forbidden. It's forbidden to worship an idol by a means that is unique to it. You're forbidden to worship an idol. That is, the commandment comprises for a negative injunction. It is forbidden to believe in idols. It is forbidden to make or possess them. It is forbidden to worship them through any of the four forms of divine service: prostration, slaughter, offering upon an altar, libations of wine or other liquids upon an altar. You're forbidden to do these four things. And it is forbidden to worship an idol by a means of its unique to it. Children are punished only if they adopt or carry on the sinful legacies of their parents. If there was in their power to protest, if it was in your power to protest, but they, I cannot say this word, to the lifestyle that was shown them. So let's go. But I'm finna show this. It just landed on that. Wait a minute. Am I too far down? Yes, I am. I'm supposed to be Exodus 19. So it says right here that, so shall you say to the house of Jacob, relate to the children and relate to the children of Israel. You have seen what I did to Egypt. There's the asterisk. You go over here. Through coinciding only with Moses could serve as the intermediate between the Creator and Israel and teach them the general law of the Torah. Jethro suggested a system of delegated authority for the adjudication of dispute. The climax of the Exodus is now at hand. Moses' early doubts about Israel's worthlessness to be redeemed are being answered by nations readiness to serve the Creator at this mountain. The word, this is the Hebrew word right there, says, imply a mild form of speech. When Moses spoke to the house of Jacob, which refers to the women, Malacha, he was to express the commandments in a manner suited to their compassion. maternal nature. The word right here, and relate, implies firmness to when Moses spoke to the children of Israel, which refers to the men. The children of Israel refers to the men. He was to teach the commandments in a firm manner. Okay? So this is where I'm getting this from. So the house of Jacob is the Meshalatas, women. Okay? Okay? So let's go, since we already here, let's go to Micah. So we read in Micah 2. It says, don't preach. Don't they preach. So we saw earlier that the false prophets told the house of Jacob not to preach. Should this be said by the house of Jacob? Has the Creator Yah become so spirited? Are these his deeds? Is this Yah's deeds? Did Yah tell us not to preach? No, Yah didn't. It was the false prophets who told us not to preach. This is not the deeds of the Creator Yah. Yah did not tell us not to preach. Yah did not tell us not to cry out. Yah didn't do it. Sorry. Let's go. Says, is it being said, O house of Jacob, is the spirit of the Creator Yah impatient, or all these prophesied judgment the Creator Yah's doing? Do not my words do good to the one who walks uprightly? But lately my people have stood up as an enemy and have made their antagonists. You strip the ornaments of the garments and of the unexpected passerbyers like those returned from the war. You evicted the women, the widows. Now, make sure we remember widows. The widows. What is y'all going to do to the widows of my people? Each one from her. So why is the women's widows? Why are the women widows, y'all? See, they failed to do it. They don't even know how to read this book. Remember, all this stuff is happening at the same time. Why the women's widows? Because they done went in there and killed all the men, y'all. Then what do they do after they made the women? You evicted the women, the widows of my people, each one from her pleasant house, from her young fatherless children. You taken away my splendor. What? What did they do? They told us we can't teach. It told us don't do it. Don't speak out. But it says, but if they do not speak out concerning these things, reproach will not be turned back. You got to speak out. You got to cry out. You got to cry out. But lately, my people have stood up as an enemy and have made their antagonists. You strip the ornaments off the garment of those unexpected passerbys, like those returned from the war. You evicted the women, the widows of my people, each one from her pleasant house. From her young fatherless children, you take away my splendor and Baruchings forever by putting them among the pagans away from me. Arise and depart. Arise and depart, because the captivity is inedible. For this land is not a place of rest, because of the defilement that brings destruction, a painful and terrible destruction. If a man walks in a false spirit, spouting deceptions, should lie and say, I will prophesy to you, O Israel, of wine and liquor, greed, sensual pleasures. He would be the acceptable spokesman of this people. Y'all going to accept these people. Let me show you something right here. You're going to accept these people right here. Let's keep going. Woo, woo. Let me show you who y'all listening to. Do they got a cash app? Are they preaching to your fear? Are they telling you not to preach, not to speak out, not to cry out, Jacob? Oh, house of the women. Oh, house of Jacob, the women. The house of Jacob. Are they telling you not to cry? It says reproach will not turn back. If you don't do what? Speak. If you don't speak. If you don't speak out against it. If you don't speak out against it, the reproach will not stop. Let's keep going. But lately my people have stood up as an enemy and have made their antagonists. Let's go read it from my version. I told you I'm going to take my time with it. I'm going to break it down to you. Woo! Let's go. Let's just go back to this. Let's go back. Now it says here, do not preach, they preach. They shall not preach to these people, so that shame shall not overtake them. Should this be said by the house of Jacob? Has the Creator Yah become short-spirited? Are these the Creator's deeds? Behold, my ways are benevolent with the one who walks with uprightness. Yesterday, my people arose as enemy to its fellows. You doing this to your own folks, man. For the sake of a garment, a mantle, you would strip them, making innocent passerbyers fugitives. Were they innocent? What is innocent? They making innocent people. They didn't do nothing wrong. God called them innocent. You evicted. You evicted each. You evicted. Come here. Get on back on down here. Down here. You evicted each of the women. In my book, it says, in the other one, it says, widow, women of my people from the home of her delight. From her young children, you remove my glory forever. Arise and go into exile, because not for this purpose is the resting place given to you. What's the resting place? Jerusalem? What does Jerusalem mean? What does Jerusalem mean, y'all? What does Jerusalem mean? The resting place, the place of peace. What does Jerusalem mean? That's a place of peace, right? Zion, a holy, set apart place. Woo! Come on, what does it mean? Daughters of the set apart place? Daughters of the place of peace, Jerusalem? Come on. It says, giving to you, because it has become defiled. It will be destroyed. It will destroy you. Absolutely. If a man would be going about deceiving with wind and falsehood, and would say, I will preach to you to drink wine and liquor, he would be an approved preacher for these people. Oh, surely, y'all, we approve them all the time. Set them up as our elders. Set them up as our head of the household. But what did they do? What did they do? They removed the glory of the Creator Yah from the children. Woo, woo. says, are these my deeds? Because when it's capitalized right there, that's Yah. Are these my deeds? Y'all say, I ain't tell y'all this. I ain't say this. I didn't tell them Negroes this. Come on, let's go on over here. This is why you got to read. Let's go to let's go back to Micah 2 in the NIV. Human plans and the Creator's plans. Whoa! Come on. He says here. Let's go on down here. False prophets. Do not prophesy. Their prophets say, what is a prophet? Didn't we just read that over there? That a prophet is a person that'll clear that mind. So what? So that y'all can put his spirit on you. So you got to have a clear mind. So your spirit, the spirit of the Ruach HaKodesh can lay on you. Didn't we just learn that? So they said, do not prophesy. Their prophets said, do not prophesy about these things. The grace will overtake us. You descendants of Jacob, should it be said? Does the Creator Yah become impatient? Does He do such things? Do not my words do good to the one whose ways is upright? So y'all said, I'm teaching you how to do some good stuff. But they telling you not to prophesy. They telling you not to speak out against the wickedness that's of this land. Do not my words do good to the ones who are upright. Lately, my people have risen up like an enemy. You strip up the rich robes from those who pass by without a care, like men returning from battle. You drive the women of my people from their pleasant homes. Oh, y'all took their house. You take away my blessings from their children forever. Get up, go away, for this is not your resting place, because it is defiled. It is ruined beyond our remedy. If a liar and the deceiver comes and says, I will prophesy for you plenty of wine and beer, that will be just the prophet for this people. Woo, woo. He a liar. He a liar, y'all. He a liar. He a liar. They told us not to prophesy. They told us not to speak up. They told us not to preach. Don't we got people saying that women can't preach? That women can't teach? And that the spirit of the Creator, y'all, don't lay on the women. Woo, woo. I'm finna show you they are alive and the truth ain't in them. Just in this book right here, Micah. They lied to you, Isaiah. They lied to you, house of Jacob. They lied to you, the daughters of Zion. They got you an open booth out there. So all the spirits, all of the mass demon, all of them wicked demons can beat you down. And then they tell you, call me and I'll go talk to y'all for you. I'll prophesy to you for some beer and some wine. Just put some money in my cash app and I got your chick. Y'all says they are liars. I never told him this. They're liars. They're deceivers. They come from Mastima. Some of them, they're Jesse. And the other come up out of Allah. Ooh, a lot of them bend over for Allah. Because Allah teaches that a woman ain't shit. That's the teachings of Allah. It says the promise of deliverance. I will surely gather all of you, Jacob. I will surely bring together the remnant of Israel. I will bring them together like sheep in a pen, like a flock in its pasture. The palace will throng with people. The place will throng with people. The one who breaks open the way will go up before them. They will break through the gates and go out. The one who do what? Break through the way. The one who breaks open the way will go up before them. They will break through the gates and go out. their king will pass through before them. The Creator Yah at their head. So let's go. It says here, let's go to Isaiah 52. And now, what do I have there, declares the Creator Yah? For my people have been, taken away for nothing, and those who rule them mock, declares the Creator Yah. All day long, my name is constantly blasphemed. Therefore, my people will know my name. Therefore, in that day, they will know what it is that it is I who foretold it. Yes, it is I. How beautiful on the mountains are those feet of those who bring good news, who proclaim peace, who brings good tidings, who proclaims salvation, who says to Zion, your power reigns. Listen, your watchmen lift up their voices together. They shout for joy. When the Creator Yah returns to Zion, they will see it with their own eyes, burst into song of joy together. You ruins of Jerusalem, for the Creator Yah has comforted his people. The Creator has redeemed Jerusalem. The Creator will lay bare Yah's holy arm in the sight of all the nations, and all the ends of the earth will see the salvation of our Creator. Depart, go out from there. Touch not no unclean thing. Come out from it. Be pure. You who carry the articles of the Creator's house. But you will not leave in haste, nor go in flight. Why? For the Creator Yah will go before you. The power of Israel will be your rear guard. Micah 2. So this is all happening at the same time. It's not two different situations. It says here, they break through the gate and go out. Their king will pass through before them, and the Creator Yah at their head. Yah will be your front and your rear guard. Let's go to the Amplified Version. I pray this is helping you all. It's not going over your head. And you know Micah 3 Amplified. I pray that this you can see this so we can come out of captivity. See, Jacob, we're in captivity. We allow oppressors, woe to oppressors, woe, judgment. We allow the oppressors to lie to us and tell us we cannot go to Yah. Micah 3. I always do Malachi, and I always call Nahum and Nehemiah the same. So I call Micah and Malachi the same thing. So sometimes you have to catch me doing that. But Bishop, come sit down. Micah 3. Rulers denounced. Get on up here and sit down. Get on up here. Rulers announced. Sit. And rulers announced. And I said, hear now, heads of Jacob and rulers of the house of Israel. Is it not for you to know and administer justice? You who hate good and love evil, who tear the skin off of my people and their flesh from their bones, you who eat the flesh of my people, strip off their skin from them, break their bones, chop them in pieces as for a pot, like meat in a kettle, then they will cry to the Creator. Y'all, are y'all ready to cry now? But The hay would not answer them. Why? Instead, hay would even hide Hay's face from them at that time, withholding Yah's mercy. Why? Because they have practiced and tolerated and ignored evil acts. I'm gonna say this again. Because they have practiced it, they have tolerated it, and they have ignored evil acts. I'm gonna say this again for the people in the back. They have practiced. Why y'all ain't listening to you cry? They have tolerated and have ignored evil acts. Hold on. So because they have practiced it, you tolerate it and you ignored evil acts. So Yah says, I will hide my face because you were doing what? Practicing, tolerating, and ignore even evil acts. Thus says the Creator, Yah, concerning the false prophets who lead my people astray. When they have something good to bite with their teeth, they call out peace, but against the one who gives them nothing to eat, they declare a holy war. They declare a holy war. The ones who don't feed your ego. They declare a holy war against my people who don't kiss y'all ass. Then you make videos about them. You go behind their back, talk about them, call them witches and warlocks, call them wicked, say that they ain't hearing from the Creator Yah at all. You will declare a holy war. You say they got Jezebel spirits. Let me see the other things I've heard people say. Y'all call these people. My new favorite one that I heard is y'all ain't never talked to no woman in the Torah or the Tanakh. Ain't never talked to no woman ever. Never. You were bending over for Allah. If you were over there saying that y'all ain't never talked to the daughters of Zion, the women of y'all's inheritance, the Hayas inheritance. You bending over for Allah. Y'all ain't never said that. Y'all said right here, I ain't said that. Y'all said I didn't tell them that. It wasn't me. I didn't say that. It says, now, when you give them something good to buy, when you go over there and give them some praise, if you go over there and send some money in their cash app, if you go in there and say all this stuff about that, they'll prophesy, they'll call out peace for your house. They'll call out that you going into the kingdom. They will tell you the first line. But for those who don't give them nothing good to eat, they declare holy war on these folks. Woo! You bad-mouthed them. Woo! Let me see what my version. Woo! You bad-mouthed them down. Woo! You bad-mouthed them. You bad-mouthed them. You bad-mouthed them. You declare a holy war on these folks. In my book, it says, thus says the Creator about the prophets who mislead my nation, who chew with their teeth and declare peace. But when whoever does not put food in their mouths, they prepare war against them. Ooh, you prepare war against these people. Come on. I got to show it to you. Say, whoever don't put food in your mouth, you prepare war against them. Come on. You got all side kind of wicked stuff to say about them. You got all kinds of stuff. Wicked stuff to say about them. I love it. I love you, y'all. Thank you, y'all, for coming, allowing me to be the vessel that you said you would like to use. Woo, be the vessel that you said you would like to use. Let me show you something about a vessel y'all don't like. But first, let's do this. It says here, thus says the creator. Oh, let's go on at the first one. And I said, listen now, you leaders of Jacob and officers of the house of Israel. Is it not up to you to know the law? Oh, y'all don't know the law. But you hate good and love evil. You rob people's skin from upon them and their flesh from upon their bones. You have eaten the flesh of my people. You have stripped their skin from upon them. You have broken open their bones. You have sliced them like which is in the pot of the meat of a cauldron. And like the meat of a cauldron. And they will cry out to the Creator. But the Creator knew not answer them. Why? Creator will hide the Creator's face from them at that time. Why? Just as they had done evil with their deeds. Why? Because you doing it too. You doing it too. You gonna cry out, but you over here doing it too. You over here pointing your finger at sister this and brother this, and you over here committing war against them. Why? Because they won't put no money in your pot. They won't put no cash out money in your thing. Ooh, I had that happen to me before. Y'all showed me by it, and I didn't even realize that what y'all was doing. This woman that was on my channel was asking for money. Asking for money because she needed to move. So I went, took it upon myself, and went and got a $80 gift card because I didn't want to give out my banking info. So I went and put the money on the gift card. Do you know that gift card has never worked, and I still got that gift card sitting here? Y'all taught me a lesson about sending people money, asking for money. Asking for money. And do you know that woman, when I didn't send her no money, because I couldn't get the card to work, do you know she went on other channels and made videos about me? She went on other platforms and made videos about me, talking about me like a dog, talking about all kinds of stuff about me. Woo, woo. And she was telling people how much she loved me. I love you. And I love my little nephew Bishop. But when I didn't send her that money, she started she turned war, man. I was her enemy. And she was trying to prophesy for money. She was trying to tell me, you're going to get a store. You're going to get a this. You're going to get a that. You're going to get this. You're going to have that. Oh, by the way, I don't do this for free. I need some money. And when that money didn't come through, y'all stopped me from sending that payment because I was finna send the woman the money. Like a fool I was. Like a fool I was about to send her the money. And y'all showed me her true colors. Woo! I started getting all kind of calls and information about how this wicked ass woman was downgrading me. She was copying my videos, going to different platforms, and she was talking about me, narrating against me, all kinds of shit. And you gonna tell me that this book ain't true? Ooh, I'm a living, walking witness, baby. I'm a living, walking witness. Ooh, I done had some fellas now. They swear in y'all's name. They call Yahoo, hallelujah, all the time. And then they speak against Yah. They speak against Yah in the next prayer, saying Yah ain't never used no woman to help Israel. I'm finna prove them a lie with this teaching. And with this one book right here, I'm finna prove them a lie. That y'all ain't never used none in the past, he said. That your women just did what they wanted to. Them women wasn't hearing from y'all. Them women was hearing for the devil. Do y'all realize this man said that the women that helped Israel was hearing from the devil? So you saying that the devil helped Israel in their times of suffering? called, he doing just like them Christians over there. They call Yah the devil over in the New Testament. He ain't doing nothing no different. They call Yah the demiurge in another religion. They call our creator the first, the last, the beginning and the end, the Aleph and the Tav, the Aleph, the Meme and the Tav, the Yahuwah, the Yahweh, the Yah, oh yeah, the Yah of all creation, the hey. They call him the demiurge. They call her the demiurge. And this nigga gonna sit there, bald face, and say, Deborah was never called by the Creator Yah, even though it's written that she was called the mother of Israel. Yeah, this nigga gonna say that Sarah wasn't talked to by Yah. She just did everything she wanted to on her own, even though it's written that Yah came to Abraham and said, listen to all that Sarai, the princess, has to say. Ooh, that's what you say when you say princess. When you say Sarai, she the princess. She's called a prince, just like me. And just like David. Yo, you say that Judith, she went on her own. But let me tell you something, brother. If it wasn't for that sister bowing down, prostrating herself and praising to the Creator Yah, Israel would have went down. They were prophesied. They call her a prophetess. In order for you to be a prophet, the spirit of the Creator Yah got to lay on you. It is in the name, baby. It's in the name. I don't think you know how to read. I don't think you can read. What does it say up here? So we need to muster. Hold on. Oops. Let's go. In Paleo Hebrew, muster is prime letter rooted in the word TBA, which means to gather a group for service, war, and organized review. Depict a fish hook or a man on his side. It symbolizes a hunt, a snare, a drawing together of people, depicted as a floor plan of a tent. It represents the family, household inside the space. Aleph, depict as an ox head. It signifies strength and a power, a leader. Together, these letters describe the concept of gathering a house, family under a leader for a specific purpose, which is why the term often translates as army or host when applied to mustering troops for wall of protection. So let's go back. Why don't that stay on? Oh, there it is. It stayed on at that time. So let me let it finish twirling. And now it says here, now muster yourselves, O daughter of the armband. He has laid siege against us. It says, with a stick they strike the cheek of the judges of Israel. So they do what? What we gonna do? The daughters of Zion gonna do what? The daughters of Zion gonna do what? Where is it at? Right here. Here it is. The daughters of Zion gonna do what? We're gonna muster ourselves. We're gonna gather ourselves. And we're gonna do what? Oops. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna strike the cheeks of the judges of Israel. Now it says here, chapter 5, Bethlehem, Ephraim, you are too small to be among the thousands of Judah, but from you someone will emerge for me to be a ruler over Israel, and his origins will be from the early times, from the days of old. Therefore, he will deliver them to their enemies until the time that the woman in childbirth gives birth. Then the rest of his brothers will return with the children of Israel. He will stand up and lead with the strength of the Creator Yah, and with majesty of the name of the Creator Yah, his power. They will settle in peace, for at that time he will be great to the ends of the earth, and they will assure peace. If Assyria will come into our land, and if he will tread upon our places, we will set up 7 shepherds and 8 officers against him, and they will pound the land of Assyria with a sword, and the land of Nimrod at its gateways. And he will rescue us from Assyria when they enter our land, and when they tread on to our borders. And the remnant of Jacob, and the remnant of who? Of Jacob, will be in the midst of many peoples, like the dew from the Creator Yah, like raindrops upon the grass, which is hoped for man and not awaited for a human being. So they're not waiting. They're not waiting, which is not hoped for a man and not awaiting a human being. So you're not hoping on a man. You are not hoping on a man. Say it again. You are not hoping on a man, and you're not waiting for a human being. You're not doing it. And the remnant of Jacob will be among the nations, in the midst of many people, like a lion among animals, among the forest, and like a lion's whelp among flocks of sheep, whom he passes by, tramples and tears apart. There is no rescue. Your hand will be raised over your enemies, and all of your adversaries will be eliminated. Woo! Woo! Did you hear that? And we ain't gonna do it with no man. He says, which is not hoped for a man and not waited for a human being. So it will not be a human being that'll help us. And it will not be a man who help us. Who gonna help us? But we're gonna raise up over our adversaries. We're gonna raise up over them, y'all. The remnant of Jacob is gonna raise up over them. The house of Jacob, the women. What does it say in Genesis? That the seed of a woman, will crush the head of the serpent. And it will be on that day. These are the words of the Creator Yah. Well, I will eliminate your horses from your midst and destroy your chariots. I will eliminate the walled cities from your land, and I will tear down all your fortifications. Woo! I will eliminate witchcraft from your domain. Woo! And there will be no diviners among you. I will eliminate your graven idols and your pillars from your midst. And you will no longer prostrate yourself to your own handiwork. You will uproot your asher trees from your midst, and I will destroy those who hate you. Ooh, what y'all say? What y'all said? Y'all said it will be my hand. Just like y'all's hand that brought up us out of Egypt, it will not be a human being that help us. We will not await a human being. We will not hope in a man. We will call on the Creator Yah. We will cry out and Yah will answer. And with anger and wrath, I will carry out revenge against the nations because they did not listen. Woo! Sisters, come on. Woo! What does it say? Now listen. Listen, y'all. Listen now. What the Creator Yah says to me. Arise and contend before the mountains, and let the hills hear your voice. Listen, you mountains, to the grievance of the Creator Yah, and you bedrock and the foundations of the earth. For the Creator Yah has a grievance with his people, and the Creator Yah will contend with Israel. My people, what wrong did I do to you? How did I tire you? Testify against me then. Testify against y'all. If y'all did you wrong, testify against y'all. But y'all ain't did nothing. It's you. Y'all the liars. For I brought you up from the land of Egypt and redeemed you from the house of bondage, aka Egypt. And I sent Moses, Aaron, and Miriam. So y'all didn't call Miriam. Miriam just did it because she wanted to. Y'all said, I sent Miriam. I sent Aaron and I sent Moses. Come on, nigga. You a liar. You a liar and the truth ain't in you. I just proved you a liar. You a lie, nigga. You a lie. Woo! I sent Moses, Aaron, and Miriam before you. My people hear now what Balak, king of Moab, schemed, and what Balaam, son of Beor, answered him, and all the events from Shittim to Gilgal, in order to recognize the righteous acts of the Creator Yah. You ask, with what shall I approach the Creator Yah? Humble myself before the Creator Yah on high. Shall I approach him with burnt offerings? No. With calves in their first year? No. Will the Creator Yah be appeased with thousands of rams and with 10,000s of streams of oil? No. Shall I give over my firstborn to atone for my transgression, my sins? No. Or the fruit of my belly for the sins of my soul? No. Has he told you, oh man, what is good? Do y'all know the laws, the statutes, and commandments? What does the Creator Yah require of you but to do justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your Creator? The voice of the Creator Yah calls out to the people of the city. In the man of wisdom, recognize your name, Yah. Listen, O Israel, to the rod of punishment and to the one who has ordained it. Are there still stores of wickedness in the house of the wicked one? Or a lean measure that angers the Creator? Can I be judged righteous with the scales of wickedness, or with the pouch of deceitful waste? No, you cannot be judged. For its rich men are full of thievery. Its inhabitant speaks falsehood. Y'all are lying. The truth ain't in you. Their tongue is guile in their mouth. I have hurt you as well. But smiting you, bringing desolation for your sins, you will eat but not be satisfied. You will stoop over, but because of sickness in your inwards, you will conceive but will not deliver. Those you do deliver, I will give to the sword. You will sow but not reap. You will trample olives, but not smear oil. Trample wine grapes, but not drink wine. The decrees of Omri and all the deeds of the house of Ahab are preserved. And you follow their counsel. You follow the decrees of Omri. What is the decrees of Omri, y'all? And the Creator, in the stone addition to not, the Creator, Yahweh, strictly forbids the detestable abominations you listed. Rather than commanding these practices, the text condemns them as depraved rituals of indigenous Canaanite religions. Deuteronomy 12:31. You should not do so to the Creator Yah, your power. For every abomination of the Creator Yah, which the Creator hates, have they done to their gods. For even their sons and their daughters have been burned in the fire to their gods. What? To their deities. What? This verse explicitly condemns the Canaanite practice of child sacrifice. Isaiah 63. He who slaughters an ox is one who smites a man. He who slaughters a lamb is like one who breaks a dog's neck. He who offers a meal offering is like one who offers swine blood. He who offers up frankincense is like one who blesses an idol. Yea, they have chosen their own ways, and their soul delights in those abominations. This passage outlines the rejection of the temple sacrifices and offerings. This happens when hypocritical individuals combine. Whatever. Then it says the regarding the kings of armor and lineage, such as Ahab, who married the Phoenician princess Jezebel. The Tanakh condemns their behavior. Their dynasty institutionalized the worship of foreign gods in the northern kingdom of Israel. 1 Kings 16:25-26. The laws regarding incest are covered thoroughly in Leviticus 18:6-8, which details sexual prohibitions to separate Israelite morality from the incestuous practice common in the ancient Near East and Canaanite culture. Canaanite did their practice in ancient Canaanite religion. The practice you mentioned were core elements of the worship for various gods. These deities include El Elyon, the Most High, y'all call, right? El Elyon, or El, the supreme head of the Canaanite pantheon. He was often depicted as a bull, seen as a creator deity in the mythology from the Uruguay. El and his consorts engaged in relationships that include divine incest to produce the next generations of gods. Baal Hadad, the storm god of fertility, Canaanite rituals to summon Baal's life-giving rain and agriculture prosperity involves ecstatic practice such as blood offerings, incense burning, and pouring libations on high places. Woo! Moloch and Milcom. Y'all do know his company is called Milcom, right? The deity closely associated with Molech sacrifices, which specifically requires the gruesome practice of a human child sacrifice by fire, a direct parallel to Deuteronomy 12:31. Asherah, the supreme mother goddess of the Canaan and consort of El. Rituals for her often involved the burning of incense and pouring libations to assure agriculture. But my ass, y'all ain't never told us to do this. They were added in our books by the wicked scribes and the Canaanites. Y'all ain't never told us to do this. School. The decrees of Omri and all the deeds of the house of Ahab are preserved. They are preserved. So y'all are doing it. What does the word preserve mean, y'all? Huh? Define it. Preserve. They are kept safe from harm and decay, damage, and maintained in its original and good condition. Ooh, where is that maintained at? Where is that maintained at? They put it in our Torah. Woo! They put it in our Torah. And you follow their counsel, so that I will give you over to be an astonishment. Ooh, you're going to be an astonishment. And its inhabitants to be a cause for whistling. And you will bear the punishment of the shame of my people. Woe is for me, for I am like the last picking of the summer fruits. Come on, y'all don't get this. Let me show you about them Negroes that's on there telling y'all that y'all ain't never talked to a woman. Let me show you about them. Like the gleaming of the grape harvest, there is no cluster to eat. My soul yearns for a ripe fruit. What does it say? Goodness has vanished. My soul yearns for a ripe fruit. The devout one has disappeared from the land. And one upright among the men is no more. Among the who? Among the who? Among the minds. You know the men that y'all told us to don't be looking for, don't be depending on, don't be doing it. It says, it's not hope, which is not hope. for a man and not waiting for a human. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. You gonna be found wanting. You gonna be sitting over here whistling. You gonna be over here bearing the punishment. You gonna be over here astonished. Woe is me, for I am like the last picking of the summer fruit, like the gleaming of the grape harvest. There is no cluster to eat. My soul yearns for ripe fruit. Woo! We can't get no fruit. You go outside. Can you pick a fruit from a tree? Oh, no, baby. Come on. The devout one has disappeared, so there ain't no devout ones left from the land. Of the who? Of the who? Of the man. There is no more. They all lie. They all lie. They all lie. They all lie, y'all. It says they all lie. They all lie. They do what? Lie is an intentionally false statement, a deceptive act told or done with the purpose of misleading someone. They all lie in ambush to shed blood. Woo, they shedding blood like who? Like what? Like Omri. They trap. So they set trap. Ooh, what's up? The traps of the fowlers. Each man his own brother. So they trap their own people with a net. They expect to benefit from the evil of their hands. It says the officials ask for bribes. So they over there, which means cash out. Cash out. Send money to my cash app. The judges share. They sharing it for payment. Y'all need to get pastor some money now. Y'all need to do the moray. Y'all need to get the elder some money. The best of them is like a thorn. Ooh, what does a thorn do? What does a thorn do? Define a thorn. A thorn is short, woody, pointed, outgrown on a plant like a rose or a hawthorn bush that serves as a physical defense against herbivores. Figuratively, the word is used to describe a presence of a source of irritation, annoyance, often referring to as a thorn in one's side. Woo! Y'all said they a thorn. The best of them. The upright one is the hedge of a thistle. Ooh, so they a hedge of a thistle. Woo! So what's a hedge of a thistle like? Woo! Weary thick leather gloves and cut the stalks down before they flower. He says the challenge of a thistle hedge. Thistle can quickly form a formidable impenetrable hedge because they reproduce using two aggressive methods: wind dispersed seeds and creeping roots. Ooh, they are creeping root. That's the best of them, y'all. They are thorn and a creeping root. And on that day of the expectation, on that day of that visitation, come on, your punishment will come. Oh, so now not gonna get reward. Now you will become perplexed. So these people gonna be perplexed. Define perplexed. Perplexed. Being perplexed means to be completely confused, puzzled, baffled by something that is difficult to understand and solve. It often carries a slight sense of worry or being at loss for what to do. Woo! They gonna be perplexed. It says, do not trust a friend. Do not rely on an official. Guard the doorway of your mouth from the one who lies in your bosom. For a son disparages his father, and a daughter rises up against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's enemy are the people of his own household. Ooh, so this is our own folks. As for me, I put my hope in the Creator, y'all. As for this house right here, I put my trust in Yah. I call in the name of Yah. I call on the creator, Yah. I call on the master, Yah. I don't sit there and wait on no man because Yah said ain't no man coming to help us. And wait for the power of my salvation. My creator, my power will hear me. Whew. Let's go to Jeremiah 9, and we're going to end this video. Nope, let's go to Malachi 3 first. Then we go to Jeremiah 9. Let's go to Malachi 3, then Jeremiah 9. Behold, I'm sending my messenger, and he will clear a path before me. Suddenly, the creator Yah, who you seek, will come to the created sanctuary, and the messenger of the covenant from whom you yearn. Behold, he comes and says, the creator Yah, the master legion, who can bear the day of the creator's coming, and who can survive when the creator Yah appears? Who can survive? Will you survive? For hay will be like a smelting fire. Ooh, he took me through the fire. And like a laundress soap. Ooh, he washed me, y'all. Yah watched me. Hey, y'all. And hay will sit smelting and purifying silver. And hay will purify the children of Levi. Woo! And refine them like gold and like silver. And they will be for the creator Yah, presenters of the offerings of righteousness. Ooh, so we're going to come up and we're going to start teaching y'all what is true and what is right. Then the offerings of Judah and Jerusalem will be pleasing to the creator Yah in that day, as in the days of old. As in the days of old. And in previous years. And I will draw near to you for judgment. And I will be a swift witness against sorcerers, against the adulterers, against those who swear falsely, against those who extort the wages of the workers. Oh, y'all messing with the workers. And the widows. Oh, why didn't I tell y'all to remember about the word widows? Didn't I tell y'all remember about them widows? So y'all said I'm coming for y'all. For the orphans. Didn't I tell y'all said I'm coming for y'all? What y'all do to us back up here in Micah? Micah 2. Let's go back up here. Ooh, I love y'all. Thank you. Thank you, Creator, for giving me these words. Mm-hmm. 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 Y'all divining for y'all own word. Y'all ain't told y'all to come. Or y'all wouldn't be on there telling people that y'all ain't never talked to the daughters of Zion. Ain't never talked to the house of Jacob. Even though you watched it right there. You saw it right there. The women. Y'all told him to go talk to them. He told them to go talk to them. Told them. But you said it didn't happen. You said it ain't never happened. You said it ain't never happened. You said it didn't happen. You're a liar and the truth ain't in you. The truth ain't in you. You ain't nothing but a liar. Woo! You a liar. You said it right here. You did what? You evicted each woman of my people from their home and her delight. From her young children, you removed my glory. You run them out. You evicted. In my book, it says right there, the widows. The widows. The widows. And then here's the children right here. And there's the widows. So Malachi says, what y'all gonna come see about you about? Malachi? Y'all said I'm gonna come see about you. Says, who will survive? Who will survive? Says, I will draw near to you for judgment, and I will be a swift witness against the sorcerers, against the adulterers, against those who swear falsely, against those who extort the wages of the workers, the ones who extort the wages of the workers, the wages of the widows, and the wages of the orphans, and against those who wrong the stranger and who do not fear me, says the Creator Yah, the Master of Legions. For I am the Creator Yah, and I have not changed. And you, O sons of Jacob, you have not perished. Since the days of your father, you have veered away from my laws, and you have not observed them. Return to me, and I will return to you, says the Creator, the Master of Legions. But you say, for what should we repent? Should a person steal from the Creator Yah? You steal from me as you steal from me? You say, how have we stolen from you? By withholding the tithes and the terebinth offerings? No. You are accursed with a curse. Yet you continue to steal from me. Who are you stealing? You stole the entire nation. Bring all the tithes in the storehouse. Let it be sustenance in my temple. Test me, if you will, with this, says the Creator, the Master Yah Legion. You stole Yah's Torah. You stole Yah's people. You stole our inheritance. See if I do not open up for you the windows of the heavens and pour out upon you the blessings without end. And I will rebuke the devourer for you. Test Yah. Daughters of Zion, Jacob. Oh, you Jacob. Jacob. Test Yah. Test him. Go, call out to Yah. Skip over them human beings and trust Yah only. Test Yah. See, won't Yah pour out you all the Baruchans without end? See, won't Yah rebuke the devourer for you? They would not destroy for you the produce of the ground, and the vine will not cast off its fruit for you in field, says the Creator, the Master Legion. And all the nations will praise you, for you will be a land of delight, says the Creator, Yah, the Master Legion. Your words have become harsh against me, says the Creator. But you say, how have we spoken against you? You lying on him. You're saying that Yah told the daughters of Zion not to preach, not to speak, not to call out. Blaspheme Yah's name every day. It is useless to serve the Creator. What gain is there for us that we have to keep the Creator's watch and that we walk submissively before the Creator, the Master Legion? So now we praise wicked evildoers are built up. They have even tested the Creator Yah and escaped. They tested and escaped. Then those who fear the Creator Yah spoke to one another. See, we get on our Zoom classes and we speak to one another and we go, what's going on here, sister? Sheila, Sister Dominique, Sister Terry. But the Creator Yah says, the Creator Yah listens and heard. And a book of remembrance was written before for those who hear the Creator and those who give thought to the Creator name. And they will be a precious treasure for the Creator, says the Creator Yah, the Master of Legions, on that day which I bring about. And I will have mercy on them as a man has mercy on his son who serves him. And then you will return to see the difference between the righteous and the wicked, between who serves the Creator Yah and one who don't serve. Jeremiah, let's go. Jeremiah 9. If only my head would be water and my eyes a spring of tears, so that I could cry all day and night for the slain of the daughter of my people. If only someone would give me a traveler's lodge in the wilderness, then I will forsake my people and leave them. For they are adulterers, a band of traitors. They draw their tongues, but their bows is falsehood. Their tongues is falsehoods. Not for good faith have they grown strong in the land, for they go forth from evil to evil, but me they do not know. These are the words of the Creator Yah. Let each man be aware of his fellow. Do not trust any kin. For every kinsman acts perversely. Even acquaintance mongers slander. Each man mocks his fellow. They do not speak truth. They train their tongue to speak falsehood, striving to be iniquitous. Your dwellings are amid deceit. Because of their deceit, they refuse to know me, the Creator Yah. These are the words of the Creator Yah, not the words of Jeremiah. Therefore, thus said the Creator Yah, the Master of Legions, behold, I shall purge them and I shall test them. But what else can I do for the daughter of my people? How are you going to help the daughters? How is y'all going to help the daughters? By purging the men. Their tongue is like a drawn arrow. Speak deceit with his mouth. One speaks peace with his fellow. Didn't we just read this in Micah? Now we're in Jeremiah. But inside of him, he lays his ambush. Shall I not punish them for these things? These are the words of the Creator. Y'all gonna get y'all, baby. Y'all gonna get y'all. From a nation such as this, shall my soul not exact vengeance? Ooh, vengeance is yours. For the mountain I will raise my voice in weeping and wailing, and for the pastor of the wilderness a dirge. It's a dirge. A slow, mournful song, a hymn, a poem, comprised and performed as a memorial or commemorate a what? A commemorate of the dead. Now this y'all saying this is the dirge. Now y'all saying. Y'all thinking y'all a dead time story. A dead time story. For they are parched without a person passing by. They will not hear the sound of cattle, for the bird of heaven to animal. They have wandered off and gone. I shall make Jerusalem heaps of rubble, a serpent's lair, the city of Judah. So it's always Judah doing something, y'all. I shall make a wasteland without inhabitant. Seem to be the theme throughout this whole Torah. Who is the wise man who will understand this? Who is he to whom the mouth of the Creator Yah speaks? Woo, so Yah speaks his mouth. Let me see. So I was told by a Yah only man that Yah only speaks to the prophets. So Yah only voice only comes to the prophet, right? Let's keep going. Who is the wise man who will understand this? Who is he to whom the mouth of the Creator Yah speaks, that he may explain this? For what reason did the land perish and become parched like the desert without a passerby? But the Creator Yah has said, because of their forsaking my Torah, they forsaken. What's the word forsaken be? Forsake? Define forsake. The act of completely abandoning, deserting, giving something up. They have abandoned my Torah that I put before them. Moreover, they did not heed my voice, nor follow it. They did what? They what? They followed the visions of their hearts, and they followed Balaam. So they followed Balaam. Who is Balaam? Balaam is who? A plural form of Baal, supreme God, storm fertility deity, ancient Canaan, and Phoenician deity. So here Canaan is again. There Canaan right here. Always popping up. As their fathers taught them. So the fathers taught them to do what? Follow Balaam. Therefore, thus says the Creator Yah, the Master of Legions, the power of Israel. Behold, I am feeding these people wormwood and giving them poisonous water. So I'm giving this now. Didn't we know? Didn't we learn that when Yah says water, that water is what? The law. So I'm feeding you poisonous laws. When you see the word water, that's law. 2, drink, and I shall scatter them among the nations, that neither they nor their forefathers have known. I shall send the sword after them until I annihilate them. What does the word annihilate mean? Annihilate, to destroy something completely so that nothing remains, or to defeat an opponent overwhelmingly. It stems from the Latin word nihil, meaning nothing. But what did y'all say? These people mean nothing to me? They are nothing to me. Ain't that what the Creator Yah, what he said in Isaiah 41? They are nothing. Thus says the Creator Yah, Master of Legions. Contemplate. Define. Means to look thoughtfully or to think deeply and a length about something. It refers to meditate on a message or gaze intently at reality to receive divine revelations, rather than modern passive pondering. Ancient Hebrew thoughts combines holistic mind, heart, body action, where seeing and hearing are unified, or a unified experience. Contemplate, and then what? Call upon the dirge women. We just defined dirge, right? To come. Send for the wise women. You know what this word right here is? Wise women. The term Kohenim is modern post-biblical feminine form of the Hebrew word Kohen, the priestess. It's the priest. Oh, so there's priest. They are priest. They are priests. They are priests. Kohen in Hebrew is term meaning priestess. It's the feminine variation of the king, which means priest. Oh. It is used in the Messianic Hebrew, popularized by modern Jewish feminists. Oh, wise women in biblical history and ancient writers, they are called the Chohinthas, were community leaders, negotiators, peacemakers who used their intelligence and storytelling to resolve conflict. Notable examples include wise women of Tekoa, 2 Samuel 14, and wise women of Abel, 2 Samuel 20. The Kohenim movement. Ooh, because so let's go back. Let's go back. Now. Hey, Diva. In Jewish tradition, the Kohenim, Hebrew Priests Institute, Kohenims, the feminine singular letter of Kohen, meaning priest or priestess. In ancient Israelite tradition, male priests perform sacrificial rituals. The term Kohenim is reclaimed today to describe women who lead rituals, create sacred ceremonies, and act as spiritual guides. Chohatma, the plural, Chohatma, is what? Which translates to wise women. Wise women were community leaders, mediators, and visionaries like the wise women of Tekoa, who stepped in and resolved political conflicts and offered wise counsel. Oh, so they had stuff to do. It which translates to wisdom, skill, shrewdness. Look at the Paleo Hebrew ancient pictograph alphabet of the Israelite reveals a profound meaning behind the concept of wise women. Chet, the picture of a fence or wall, meaning to separate, protect, and divide. Kaf, a picture of an open palm, meaning to open, allow, submit. Mem, picture of a water, meaning chaos, life, and mighty waters combined. Together, these letters suggest to be wise. Children is to build a boundary of protection, fence in the order to hold the waters alive and to submit and understand the chaotic elements of life. It's about discernment, managing the flow of life's complexities. Okay? So, Kohenim Hebrew priestess. Okay? 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 To come. Call upon the Kohenims to come. Let them come quickly and raise up a lament for us, that our eyes run with tears and our eyelids flow with waters. For the sound of wailing is heard coming from Zion. Isn't this all about the holy, the set apart place? How we have been plundered, how greatly we have been shamed. For we have forsaken the land, for our own dwellings have cast us out. Therefore, hearken, O women, women. Let's go look up the word hearken. Define. Hearken. Hearken is literally a archatic verb to listen carefully and give respectful attention. Woo, woo. Hearken. to shaman. Listen attentive with active intent to understand, heed, and obey. Ain't that? Oh, didn't we learn that paleo? That listen mean the same thing. The listen mean the same thing. Shama, it means more than that simply hearing a sound. It means to listen. Listen means to what? Obey. With active intent to understand, heed, and obey. So he told them to hearken, listen, and obey. Listen and obey me. Listen and obey me. Therefore, hearken, O women, to the words, and let your ears absorb the words of the Creator Yah's mouth. That's not a man. That's the Creator. It's capitalized. And then teach, because Yah says, I'm the one that's going to be singing the dirge. This is Yah right here, singing the dirge up here. And Yah says down here. Therefore, hearken, O women, to the words of the Creator Yah, and let your ear absorb the words of the Creator Yah. Teach. Teach means to what? A practice of what? Not now. Imparting knowledge, skills, values to a learner. So if I be quiet, if I don't preach, if I don't cry out, then I can't teach. Lament to your daughters, each woman a dirge to her friend. For death has ascended through our windows. Why? Because y'all practicing Omri. It has entered our palaces to cut down the infant in the street and the young men. So they find the word men right there from the plazas. Then the Yah says speak. So that's defined speak. Speak. The ancient script. Y'all stop. Come on now. That's just the neighbors. In ancient Paleo Hebrew script, the letters associated with speaking pay or pay originate from the pictograph of resembles a open mouth and lips, and letters literally means mouth, and the conceptual signify to speak, to blow. The edge symbolize the mouth. As a letter, pay represents the physical action of the mouth, the breath, and vocalization. So it didn't tell us to be quiet and shut up, because that's what Allah taught. You're teaching the teaching of Allah, and you don't even know it. You're teaching Allah. You're teaching Muslim teaching. You're teaching Allah. You're teaching the Moabite way, the Moabite Canaanite way. That's the Moabite and Canaanite way. You are doing Psalm 60, Psalm 63, 93, 83, 43, 53, everything but Yah. Because you're Psalms 83. Woo! You doing it all but Yah. Yah says, speak. Thus is the words of the Creator Yah. Thus is the word. Speak. Thus is the word. It didn't separate it. It says women. Therefore, hearken, O women, teach, then go down here and then speak. Thus is the word of the Creator Yah. Human corpses will fall like dawn in open field, and like the sheaf behind the harvester. But there is none to gather. Thus says the Creator Yah, let not the wise man, not, let them not. The word is not. Let not the wise man glorify himself with his wisdom. And let not the strong man glory himself with his strength. Let not the rich man glorify himself with his wealth. For only with this may one glorify himself. You can only glorify yourself with what? Contemplating and knowing the Creator, Yah. That's the only way you can glorify yourself. Is contemplating and knowing Yah. Y'all don't know Yah. For I am the Creator, Yah, who does kindness, justice, and righteousness in the land. For in this is my desire. These are the words the Creator, Yah, said, speak. He said, women. Yah said, teach. O women, hearken and do not listen to the wise man. With that, I'm going to end this video. Let's give all praise and all glory. And let's cry out to the Creator, Yah. Let's cry out to the Creator, Yah. Yah is the one that's strengthening us, daughters of Zion. Yah said for us to hearken to Yah's words out of Yah's mouth and not the mouth of men. And Micah chapter 5. Yah said we will not be waiting on a man or a human being. We got to wait on Yah. It'll be Yah that the one that saved the daughters of Zion. But we got to cry out. Y'all say, I have not been listening to your prayers because you are not crying out against the abominations on the earth. That's Ezekiel 9. You ain't been crying out against them. Y'all wanted me to tell you how to remove your oppressor from your life. I fall out of agreement with the oppression of Christianity, with the oppression of man over my life. I will not worship at the feet of man. I renounce that. I don't serve man. I don't bow down to man. I serve the Creator, Yah, the Creator, Hey Yah, only. I receive the words from the Creator, Yah's mouth. I cleanse myself of the ways of this world. I cleanse myself of the ways of this world. I empty myself of the ways of this world. And I fill myself with Yah's walk, with Yah's talk, with Yah's ways and Yah's laws. I renounce blood sacrifice. I renounce eating of the flesh. I renounce all these things. I fall out of agreement with it, Yah. In order to stand before your table, Yah, make me clean. Hey, Yah, give me wisdom. Fill me with your wisdom. Fill me with your Ruach HaKodesh. I will keep your laws. I will keep them, Yah. I will keep your Sabbath set apart. I will make that day all about you. I will keep your seed diet. I will renounce the governments of this land. We don't want nobody over us. We fall out of agreement with it, y'all. We renounce it. We renounce it. We don't want it. We don't want a king over us. We only want you. We want to go back to the times of old, to the past of old, when it's just you and us, and we're claving to you. And you alone. And your spirit and your Ruach HaKodesh. Wisdom, our mother, lays on us. We want to go back to that. We don't want nothing to do with the ways of this world. We don't want nothing to do with their systems, their food. We want to wear our own clothes and eat our own food and just be called by your name. What? Upright Jeshurun. Just give us, take away our reproach. Take away our reproach, Creator Yah. And let us be called upright Jeshurun. We love you with all our heart and all our soul. From the top of our head to the bottom of our feet. We love you. All praise to you and you alone. Hallelujah.